At the start, I felt like everyone was looking at me. Then I realised that people didn't actually care what I was doing. The more flustered I got, the harder it was, so now I just go for it. Honestly, breastfeeding is the normal way to feed babies. It can just take some practice.
Most mothers are back on their feet quickly, and you will see them in the community with their babies. Part of this is feeding, when and where the babies need to be fed. So it will not be unusual for you to see a breastfeeding mum in the park, cafe, on public transport, or a shopping centre. As a member of the community, your response and reaction to a breastfeeding mother is really important in making her feel supported.
Breastfeeding can be hard work and a learning process for both mum and bub, especially in the early days. We need to support our breastfeeding mothers. Even a sideways look or an inappropriate comment can impact someone's breastfeeding journey.
Myrna was nervous at the start, but I supported her, especially in the early days when we were out in public and Sam needed to feed. Within a few weeks, they got the hang of it. And with Myrna breastfeeding, it means we don't have to spend money on formula or bottles, and it's really easy to go out. Not much to pack. The best thing is, we know we're giving our little guy the healthiest start.
Going out with my friends who are also breastfeeding really helped me build my confidence too. Nowadays, most people don't even realise I'm feeding him.
I tell myself, relax your shoulders, you've got this. If I am still feeling a bit anxious, I just lock eyes with my little guy and focus on the two of us.
Most people are really supportive when I breastfeed in public, but it would be great to have the whole community on board.
Most recent medical research shows that breastfeeding is good for mum's physical and mental health, and is also the healthiest food for babies. It is actually highly unique, live substance. Babies need to be fed often. A newborn might feed every 2 to 3 hours.
We love having mothers in our cafe. They bring such a life. My team, staff and I know that breastfeeding mothers should never be asked to move just because they need to feed their babies, be here in our cafe, in our restaurants or any public space. We have our breastfeeding welcome stickers on the front door, which I ordered from online from the Australian Breastfeeding Association. It was easy. We just had to agree that we have a welcoming attitude, a smoke-free environment and a room to move a pram.
Breastfeeding supports the health of our community, which in turn supports our economy. Breastfed infants are less likely to suffer certain illnesses later in childhood. And even later on in life, breastfeeding protects against wheezing and developing diabetes. It also supports brain development. Mothers who breastfeed are less likely to develop ovarian cancer and tend to have better bone strength than those who do not. These are great benefits for individuals, and they also reduce the burden and costs to our healthcare system.
Breastfeeding women should not be denied access or entry to any public venue or location based on her need to breastfeed. Even if that space is designated as a no food or drink area, and breastfeeding mothers should never be asked to feed in a bathroom or toilet. In Australia, breastfeeding mothers are protected by sex discrimination laws. Under these laws, breastfeeding women cannot be treated unfairly or any differently to someone who is not breastfeeding. This includes when shopping, dining, eating at a cafe, applying for a job, or accessing any other services. If you feel like you have been treated unfairly, you can try speaking with the person or organisation directly, or if you prefer, you can make an inquiry through the New South Wales Department of Justice by phone or email.
So remember, be kind to new mothers. Breastfeeding supports their health as well as their child's, and it can be a tricky skill to master.
We all have a role to play as partners, grandparents, friends, business owners, and complete strangers to support them. Mums, are you after some tips about breastfeeding in public? Check out our video and handouts made just for you.